This is Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Peace up. A-Town down. It's the third. What's happening? Yo, we back in the seat, you know what I'm saying? In the captain's chair. Doing what I love to do daily, whether it gets the big results or the little results. As long as I get results, I'm happy for the results. Shout out to everybody who's been attending our previous lives all week long. Shout out to my cousin, checked in yesterday. Revels Bay in the house. Circle of Grace in the house. Yes, you can look him up, Circle of Grace 1, over on Instagram. Metaphysicist, into metaphysics, into numerology, into many higher learning elements. And that's family right there. Like I say, he was in my live yesterday. I appreciated seeing him. That motivated me to talk what I had to say and do what I had to do. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody else who's coming and going. Sometimes I don't even know if that's a friend of mine or somebody I know close watching, because sometimes I don't know everybody's, names on here. People be having different names online and all that kind of stuff. So you never know. Sometimes some of you people could be watching, you don't even know they're watching, It is, I'm about to say Memorial, Lord. It's 4th of July weekend still. Sunday. How was your 4th? As I jokingly but very seriously say, as a 4th of July, as my Afrocentric friends say, and I agree, because the phrase is becoming of to say, hey, what made it independence for who? If you want to talk about the literalness of it all. But I like to just look at the word independence and claim it from that perspective. It's Independence Day for being an independent, for being somebody who's independent, even of corrupt governments, even of shady business, even of folks who don't respect the arts. Be independent of that. Be the artistic creations that need to be in the world. Be the enlightenment that needs to be in the world. Be the voice of reason that the world needs. Be the function over dysfunction. Because there is so much dysfunction. So much. You got outright cyberspace and otherwise criminals creating political parties. I mean, y'all seen it. I know y'all saw the news. Y'all know what it is. And like I say, I don't even like talking about this stuff, but the only reason I do is because, hell, it affects the arts. It affects what I do. It affects our bottom line as an arts creative organization, as a nonprofit, as a 501c3, every time there's an election, people, celebrities get out and start saying, hey, make sure you vote, make sure you vote. Man, when I tell y'all, this next election is going to be, it ain't even the word, critical ain't enough of a word to say. It's literally like, I think for once in my lifetime, I'm going to see a lot of people who usually say, I don't even vote, and why you vote, why does it matter, blah, 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 all that kind of conversation. They're going to be there for this one. The next time they can vote locally or any other kind of way, they're going to be there. Because they're starting to get hit. And they can't get any other explanation for why they're getting hit in the pocket. For why things aren't changing and all of that. And they got to face the fact that, there is a system that you're in, whether you want to be or not. You in the matrix, you got to deal with what it is. You got to face the music. You got to understand these things, whether or not you want to understand them or not. You have to participate if you want change. You've got to make your voice heard, because either you do it that way or it goes to all these other crazy, insane, ugly ways that we've seen play out this year. So, we're trying to maintain without that. We're trying to keep from going to outright anarchy in this mug, because it's ever so close. And it's all delusional, because, you got other realities where all of that's not happening, so it makes it seem like it's not even in the same world, but it is. It's the same earth, the same place. It's all happening at the same time. The good, the bad, the ugly. But yeah, I'm usually not a morning person, but I'm trying to change that and get into a rhythm of being up early to do what I got to do daily. I can see the one great advantage of it is, you know, if you get enough work out the way early, you got the rest of your day. You might be able to fit in some things you actually want to do with your time versus what you need to and have to do. You know, like I've been wanting to go fishing again. I've been keeping a routine at least once a week going with my pops. I hope y'all been enjoying that content. I've been putting out the videos for y'all. ONYXCON fishing tournament, it don't stop. ONYXCON FT is the hashtag. Hashtag ONYXCON FT for ONYXCON fishing tournament. If you want to participate, all you gotta do is use that hashtag. Send us a screenshot. Send us a message. You know, a note on Instagram. ONYXCON Outdoors. Okay, or at ONYXCON. Either one of those will do for it to be relevant. And those are both. We got pages for both of those on Instagram. But then that, you know, it lets me know you serious. You really want to be acknowledged. You got a cool fish you want to share that you caught, or video of such, and you want to make everybody know, hey, I'm here, I'm doing my thing, and I'm rocking with ONYXCON. Okay, and once you do that, make sure the other thing you have to do that we're making mandatory now. We didn't used to have this, but we need to up the ante. We need to upgrade. We need subscribers, right? So of course you got to subscribe here for free. It's free to subscribe here. But we also need $4.99, whether it's on Instagram, subscribing there, or to our content on Fanbase. Either or, it doesn't matter. Whichever one you want to do. If you want to do both, oh my gosh, you're going to be, I keep saying, the first person to do that, because nobody's done that. Even my people who subscribed on Instagram have not also subscribed on Fanbase. And if I get one person to do that, that's going to be a very special friend. They're going to get a lot of goodies. We're going to send them gifts. We're going to remember their birthday. They're going to get Christmas perks, all kind of cool stuff, you know? That's just how we rock. We appreciate those who appreciate us, and we like to show gratitude. Because it ain't guaranteed, and it's needed, you know? 501c3 nonprofit arts and creative lifestyle organization. Everything you do for us comes back to you if you know how to do your taxes. You understand? So anytime you give a donation here, if you know how to do what you need to do, you can get that back, but you're still giving to a worthy organization, and you're going to see the results because we're going to keep making this content. We got a lot of major stuff coming up where we need it more than ever. I always say, like, the main things is equipment, energy, quite frankly, because this phone don't work. This phone that I make all my content on, 90-some-odd% of my content made through this phone, it don't work unless I got electricity. It doesn't work unless there's gas in the vehicle to make the car battery work so I can keep charging it while I'm talking to y'all now. It don't work, you know?